Behavioral Science from Shaw University, and a master's degree in Public Administration from Central Michigan University. Woodard was chosen as a prop for Central Michigan's informational brochure, as well as a speaker in Central Michigan University's public announcement that was shown at area movie theaters. Woodard is a graduate of the North Carolina Justice Academy's Criminal Investigative Certificate Program and the Coastal Plains Senior Level Management Institute. Woodard also has received an Advanced Law Enforcement Certificate. Woodard was a Wilson County Board of Health member, past president of the Wilson County Law Enforcement Officers Association, Wilson County Sexual Assault Response Team member, and DARE officer. Woodard also serves on the Wilson County Senior Awareness Day Committee. He is a member of the N.C.Sheriff Association and the North Carolina Sheriff's Association, where he serves on the Legislative Committee. He is also on the Wilson County Substance Abuse Board and the United Way of Wilson. Woodard is a certified criminal justice instructor and a specialized law enforcement physical fitness instructor. In addition, Woodard developed and taught animal cruelty investigations to law enforcement officers within North Carolina. Woodard received such recognitions and citations as the North Carolina and Wilson County JC's Outstanding Public Servant Award, Breakfast Optimist Officer of the Year, Victims' Rights Week Award, Most Outstanding Cadet BLET Award, Good Conduct Citation, Negotiation Citation, Volunteer Service Citation, Unit Citation, and Eastern North Carolina Mortuary Association Community Service Award, and the SBI Physical Fitness Award. Woodard is a member of St. Luke Free Will Baptist Church in Stantonsburg, North Carolina. As of December 6, 2010, after running 2 successful campaigns, Calvin Woodard was sworn in as the Sheriff of Wilson County. Help me welcome.
Amen.
First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give an honor to God, the Lord Jesus Christ, my Savior, to the pastor, Pastor Howard, the mothers, saints, deacons, and friends, as well as the others who joined Pastor Howard on the pulpit. It's truly an honor to be here today, ladies and gentlemen, and definitely to be a part of this service. I would like to say I was a slight bit tardy, and Brother Burt was a little concerned about that because I do have a grandbaby. And if y'all are grandparents, you know how that is. Every time I tell my daughter, look, I'm getting ready to go, she said, no, you're not. I make my way out the door and she'll smile, and I'll come right back and I get more kids. Go out the door again, and she said, Dad, you need to get on where you need to go. So I said, okay, baby. But just want to talk a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, about part of the Men's Day service today, about the great need of steadfastness in men working for Christ, the loyalty, the faithfulness, and where we as men need to finish our course, the course that God placed us on, and our continuance of that course. But this is a character trait that is needed and necessary in all of our lives. Developing the character of steadfast pays dividends in every sphere of our life, especially every life of a man, whether it be your family, as I spoke about before. My grandbaby's a little boy, and you know how tough it is for young men today in society. When my daughter first left me with him, she said, Dad, can you babysit for me? I said, baby, I got this. Little boy, I'm a man, I got this. And I said to myself, I'm pretty sure God has taken everything away from me to where I'll be able to take care of a child. I mean, you're 25 and my son is 17, so I can do this. Well, during that day, I gave him his little bath, washed him, got him all straight. Diaper change, what happens with that. And then when she got home, she said, Dad, I'll tell you one thing. That baby smells so good. His hair is comb brushed. I mean, also have it in our in our education as a man. When we want to pursue and go further our education, we can be able to take care of our homes, our careers. Because I'm pretty sure some may, especially as a man, they try to say, we know women have this stuff, or well, we do too. But as a male, we go about our lives and we catch little attitudes or have people that we walk by and we speak to, and they don't speak back. But see, I look at it like this. They lost their blessing. I didn't lose mine. They lost theirs. But what most endure all of this all is a male that's steadfast with Christ is our faith, which is will come. Without it, we will come short. How many have struggled to succeed, whether we have given up because of discouragement, issues that may have risen. And I see that myself, ladies and gentlemen, as I even read for sure. The discouragement, the distraction, the fatigue. But still, you can't let that get you down, because all these four that I just spoke about is the faith which will keep the man to stay steadfast in his times. Perhaps there's no greater need for steadfast in men, they state, in the arena of faith, for faith is dealing often with the unseen, which requires a greater discipline of character. Because I would like to go from Acts 20:24, where Apostle Paul had his shipwreck, 40 people threatened to kill him, and then his non-believers. But in that statement, he quote, "But none of these things move me, neither count I made my life dear to myself, so that I might finish my course with joy and the ministry which I have received of the Lord Jesus, to testify the gospel of the grace of God." And see, he had to finish what God had started, what Jesus had gave to him. I'll let everyone know he know all about the incredible, extravagant generosity of God. And then my favorite one, I had a gentleman come and ask me, matter of fact, it was yesterday at the book fair. He said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I said to myself, I don't consider myself past 21, so I'm about to grow. But when he asked there, he said, even older people, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said, I never thought of it like that. He said, well, some may say, even though I'm 50 or 60, I want to be a good person in society. I want to be this, I want to be that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I always spoke about before, we need good men of faith, good men who preach faith. And I told that gentleman, I said, I want to be like my father. He said, well, I know that, everybody. I said, no, I want to be like my father. Talk, sir. Because my father, he had his own Bible. He preached. He did his own thing. Stayed in church, was strong in church. Did everything I felt like in my life that was correct. And I said, that's what I want to be like. And he said, and while he was sitting there, and I was just going on and on, ladies and gentlemen, because when I get warmed up, I just can't stop. And he was just looking and telling me, I said, look, my minute's about to go out. I said, well, if you need some more, just give me a call. I'll give you my number at the end of this so you can make sure you call me. But that's what I want to be like, ladies and gentlemen, because my father, he went the road of what Christ expected of him. And that's why I said I wanted, as I told my children, don't deter. Don't deter from your right path. We as men must teach our young kids, especially our sons, what the right road is. My daughter picked at me all the time. She said, Daddy, you messed my brother up. I said, well, how I mess him up? I mean, your mama was one that babied him. But she said, you messed my brother up. She said, because whenever he goes somewhere, this little girl, she asked him, could he open the door? He opens the door. This little girl, he had some little shirt, and then he bought the shirt, he told me. I said, well, what's wrong with that? He's being a gentleman. She said, where you getting all that money from? Because I didn't have it. I said, I don't know about that. So that's what she wants to get at. But again, as men, we must teach our kids. And a lot of times I sit down with incidents that go on at school and talk to them about, look, Calvin, you got to believe in God. You can't just sit here and think that everything's going to happen based on when you want it to happen. You have to get on your knees and pray sometimes. Amen. And when he and I, we did a little workout, I came into the living room and I said, man, he's in there praying. He's really getting to it. And I said, and I cut on the light. He was down there doing some push-ups. I said, Calvin, that ain't praying. He said, Dad, I already done that. Now I'm just trying to get this out of the way. I said, okay, I hear you, my son. But that don't mean you're going to get stronger, because not when you want it, it's when he wants to give it to you. That's right. But I feel so good about it, ladies and gentlemen. And last but not least, my father, he was so strong on the path of Job, where Job walked in obedience regardless the trials and tribulations that he went through. And it stated on 23:10-11, and this was his favorite quote and the one that I love so dearly. But he knoweth the way that I take. When he had tried me, I should come forth as gold. My foot had held his steps, his way have I kept and not declined. As men, we must stay steadfast in Christ. Keep our path in which he leads us on. Because, ladies and gentlemen, when we as men move out of that path, it hurts the whole society, it hurts the whole world. And I know behind every great man, there's a more better woman. But ladies and gentlemen, we must do our part and get out here and not stand back and let our wives and significant others and the women step up to help calm these things in the community. We must, as men, do the same ourselves. Because God placed it in us. We have the gospel. We know how to read. We know how to understand it. We understand the church and what the pastor placed upon us. It's our time to get out here and help make these things happen. But until we fulfill our destiny, or as I said before, finish our course, we got a lot more to do. But it's up to us. What are we going to do? As I stated before, the gentleman asked me, what do you want to do when you grow up? I know what I want to do, and I'm fulfilling that course to make sure I do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, help support our men, and men, let's stay heartily steadfast towards what Christ expects of us. Thank you.
Amen. We're going to move right along, and I thank Sheriff Woodard for that marvelous message or Men Day speak. But I'm going to tell you something. You had no idea what I was studying. I had no idea what you were going to bring forth. You bake the cake, I'm going to put the icing on it.